Charlsie. Welcome back to my kitchen. And I want to show you something that'll surprise you. A lot of times people think if they're keto or carnivore, they just can't have anything, any dessert. And so today I want to show you how to make creme brulee that's carnivore and keto friendly, and only using basically 3 ingredients. So here's what you'll need: 4 eggs, vanilla, and you can skip the vanilla if you want, and 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. So first things first, preheat your oven to 325, and you will need something to put your creme brulee in. We love creme brulee here, so we have a creme brulee cooking set. So it's got the ramekins, and it actually has a pan because you're going to cook these in a hot water bath. So I'll show you how that works. So let's get started. First things first, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And again, if you want to use vanilla powder, you can. Or you can just skip this altogether. So I'm just going to put that here. And we're going to need some egg yolks. So I'm going to crack my egg right here. And I let these come to room temperature. So I just always go back and forth. I've seen people, which I've never seen like in my mom's kitchen, but people just cracking the whole egg and then they're scooping out the yolk. I guess you can do that. It's fine. Keep these whites, and you can cook them in the morning with your scrambled eggs. All right, so we'll do all 4 of those. You're also going to need a saucepan on your stovetop because we're going to heat up the heavy cream. We're going to whisk it, heat it up until it starts to simmer, and then we'll add these yolks and vanilla to it. Last one. Last one, and no shells. Yay. All right, perfect. Okay, so you got your 4 eggs and vanilla, and you can whisk this up. Now, you have the option of adding a sweetener, maybe stevia or something like that. We're going to go without it because I've been carnivore now for, gosh, 6 months, and so everything tastes so much sweeter. Just regular heavy cream tastes really sweet to me. Okay, so whisk that up really good, set it aside. We're going to take this over to the stovetop, and I'm going to heat it up until it's simmering. And then I'll slowly add the yolks in, and we're going to put them in our ramekins, and it's that easy. Okay, everyone, I've got 2 cups of heavy whipping cream on my stovetop on a medium heat, and I'm just going to whisk until it simmers. You don't want this to come to a full boil or even really a low boil. It's just going to barely, it's already starting to bubble on the sides. So basically you're just warming it up. So the heavy cream came to a simmer, and I've removed it from the heat, and I'm going to gradually add in our egg yolk while whisking. Creme brulee is one of the most popular desserts at restaurants, and it's so easy to make. All right, I'm just going to continue whisking that around a little bit. And then, just because it'll be easier to pour, I'm going back into this measuring cup, my 2-cup measuring cup. All right. Okay, so got our ramekins. I haven't added the warm water yet to it. I'm going to go ahead and fill these. So you're going to do about 2 ounces in each one. Just kind of want to eyeball it. Even though I'm in a measuring cup, I'm still spilling. But that's the beauty of this pan, because you can clean it up really easily. And remember, you want to preheat your oven 325, and these will bake in their water bath for about 30 minutes. Just want to keep an eye on them. And if you're wondering, well, how do I get that beautiful crust? I'm going to show you how to do that once these are done. Okay. I'm just going to lift these out carefully. Rinse this out because I don't want it to burn. And now for the hot water bath, you just really want that to be about halfway up the ramekin. So under, for this pan, I don't know if you can see it well, but under the silver ring. So I already warmed up some water in my lowest temp in my kettle, which I think is 175. And you can do warm water right out of your tap. So the cooking process has already begun. Once you start heating up the eggs, there you go. Okay, we'll put this in the oven for 30 minutes and then I'll show you what they look like and also how to get your brown top. Look how beautiful this creme brulee is, just fresh out of the oven. And our next step is we need to chill it. They actually came out this beautiful brown. We haven't added any allulose or sugar granules to crust it over. I will do that for my husband because he is not carnivore, although I'm going to brag on him. He's given up so much sugar. It's wonderful. So I'll put a tablespoon of sugar or a half a tablespoon on his and just use the torch and brown it up for him. Mine, I'm going to try one plain, and then the other one, I think I'm going to put whipped cream on it, just to try it. So these are going in the fridge for at least minimum 10 minutes. We're going to do an hour or two because we want ours thoroughly chilled, but I'll show you the finished product once we brown them up. Okay, everyone, the creme brulee is chilled, won't even fall out. It's solid, set up, and this is the plain one, and that's how I'm going to eat mine, or I may put a little dab of whipped cream on it. But for a standard creme brulee, you want to do a caramelized sugar top. So you use a tablespoon of sugar, which is not carnivore, not keto, so just want to make that clear, but it is husband approved. And so you'll need a little torch like this. I got this one on Amazon. And you just brown up the sugar. And some people might say, well, why don't you just use brown sugar? Well, white actually caramelizes faster and better, and you'll get that hard crust that you're looking for on creme brulee. So you just want to move it around. You can see it's already starting to brown up. And you just want to be careful that you don't burn. So I can smell it. Let me turn that. And just let it bubble up and smoking. So I'm just going to try to work my way across the dish and get everything browned up. And let it develop that crust. We're almost there. And you'll find if you've been carnivore for any period of time, let's say 90 days or so, everything tastes so sweet. This sugar would just send you into a brain explosion. So definitely try it without. Almost there. That is looking beautiful. And it is hot. I'm going to take my time, and this is it. Last round. There we go. All right, we're going to let that set up. Here you go. That's your finished caramelized creme brulee. And here's the plain one. Enjoy this recipe and try it. And thanks for cooking with me. I appreciate it. And let me know what you want to learn how to cook, and if I don't know how, we'll learn together.